Welcome to another video by RCWreck323. My name is Keegan Pierce, and we're going to be reviewing the Traxxas Slash 1/16 scale VXL model. So to go ahead and jump on in, since I did the review of the brushed version, I have upgraded the speed controller and motor from the Titan 380 and XL 2.5 system that were on the previous truck to the Valineon VXL 3M speed controller and motor. You can see them right here. Here's the motor and then the speed controller. I've also taken one of the servos out of this truck that I have, which is the same one, and I have put that servo over here so that I have two servos now driving the four-wheel drive car. What I also did was I went from the 27 megahertz receiver and transmitter that the truck came with, and I've upgraded to a 2.4 gig version, which here's the controller for. And what this allows me to do is I have less interference, I have greater range on the remote and receiver, so I can drive the truck farther away, up to a mile, but with this size truck you don't want to be going out of eyesight for sure. But this is a great little truck, and I've absolutely loved the upgrades that I've done. What it has done is that it's given me a lot better turning power and precision when I'm doing steering, because both of these servos now are linked together under the truck down here, and when I turn the servos, they work together to turn the truck's tires, which gives me a lot more precision and a lot more torque. And especially at high speeds when I'm trying to turn, the power is going through these front wheels because it's a four-wheel drive vehicle, and it's really wanting to pull the truck in a straight line, and this overpowers that and lets me actually turn. What I've also done is adjusted the suspension ride height a little bit so that with batteries I'm a lot lower to the ground. I'm doing a lot of on-road driving right now, so this gives me better handling and traction. Also, the truck as it comes with out of the box looks similar to this, but with only one servo, and it comes with four main tools that you're going to be using. The first is the truck wheel nut wrench. So this is what you use to get the nuts for the tires and wheels on and off. It comes also with the three Allen wrenches that you're going to need: 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, and 2.5 millimeter. These use all the bolts on the truck to get everything on and off easily. I do recommend getting some better hardware for it. Better wrenches or screwdriver-like Allen wrenches. That way you can get to these bolts a little easier, and it makes it a lot faster to take the truck apart and put it back together. But you can certainly get the job done with what it comes with. Reviewing the truck basics, it is four-wheel drive. It's got a center diff and then front and rear diffs. It's got suspension inboard like an F1 car. It does not have the outboard shocks like most RCs and most actual vehicles have these days. One big difference I've seen since upgrading to brushless is that these tires wear out a lot faster than they did when they were brushed. The front tires especially this is true for, because as it is four-wheel drive and it's got so much power and so much speed now, the nose of the truck just lifts up into the air almost, and it causes very little weight down on these front tires, which causes them to just spin and not actually provide any forward momentum, and that just wears the tires out. So that's not such a great thing there, but it's also not too bad if you're constantly rotating your tires around. You make sure that you're keeping an eye on them. You should be fine. So with the system, we are a lot faster of a vehicle. It goes a lot quicker straight off the line. It's got a faster top speed, which is a lot more fun to an experienced hobbyist. But for a person who's just entered the hobby, or maybe a kid, I would recommend putting it into the trainer mode, or the demo mode you might call it, where it's only going at half speed. That's going to let you give a lot more control and a lot more precision to the power that you're giving, especially while you're learning how to drive the car. It does have a lot of power, a lot of steering, and it is easy to flip if you don't quite know what you're doing or you've never driven the vehicle before. That's my advice with that. Overall, I do really like the system here. The motor is powerful, the speed controller seems to be very good. It's all waterproof, which is nice. You can drive it in the rain and the snow, through puddles, and not have to worry about that. One thing I do want to say though is the VXL 3M speed controller is rather challenging to adjust. To get it into that demo mode, that trainer mode that I was talking about, you have to push this button and wait for the light to flash and then do a rain dance and then sing happy birthday, because it is a challenge to do it. I'll be actually releasing a video in a short while here about how to adjust this into the demo mode and all the various other functions that it has, because it is a great speed controller. It's got a lot of options for what you can do, but getting it to do those different things is kind of a challenge. The bodies are also one thing you need to be concerned about. This body I've been kind of babying, so the body mount holes here on the front, on the back and the front, both still look all right from both the top and the bottom. However, the truck body that I've been running when I'm doing more bashing and not as careful with the truck, you can see on the back especially here, I've kind of worn out where these holes should be. And that is a bit of an issue because when you're driving around and it rolls over, all that pressure is going straight onto these body posts right here. And what happens is when all this weight goes down here and then you flip the car over, you pick the car up by the body, all that pressure goes right onto those few body clips and they don't have a lot of surface area. So definitely run with some washers of some sort, at least over the top of the body before you put the body clip on. And that'll save your body, it'll save your body mounts and your clips a little bit by distributing that stress and that weight all around the vehicle. The truck is also really nice because Traxxas made this whole platform here with the four-wheel drive and all that you can swap out the tires, the bumpers, the shocks, or just the shocks, and then put a new body on it, and suddenly you've got a rally car, or you've got an on-road Ford Mustang or a car like that. But you can also adjust it with longer arms to become a monster truck or a rock crawler. You can stay with these arms and put bigger tires on it, and a 4 Raptor body, for example, and you can be, a scale crawler type looking vehicle. It's a very versatile chassis. It's a great chassis to get, and because you buy one chassis and you have basically an endless number of vehicles that you can drive off of this, it makes for a great platform for anyone who's just getting started to run it around. It's not too big, it's not too small. It fits just about right for someone who's going to be driving it a lot, but also wants to be able to just put it away when you're done and not have to worry about it taking up a ton of space on the workbench. So in conclusion, it's a great vehicle for someone who's just getting started on the hobby or for someone who's been in here for a while. The truck is fast, it's fun, it takes some skill to drive it, but you can also slow it down and make it easy for someone who's just getting started to learn how to drive one and learn how to get into the hobby and get involved. So that's it for the review, but an update on what I'll be doing with the channel. I'm going to be releasing some videos of the truck in short course form, SCT form, and that's going to be doing some on-road videos, some gravel, some dirt, some jumps, and then a longer cumulative video where the truck's going to go through a big race type thing, and it's going to be covering all sorts of different terrains and do, I guess you could say like a Baja type of race, and it's going to be a great video. Look for that in the next few months or so as I put that together. I'm also going to be doing something where I'm going to take the car and put it into a rally car form and then a monster truck form and all this. So that'll be a lot of fun for me and hopefully for you as I'm producing some videos on that. But perhaps more importantly, I'll be releasing some videos soon on how to maintain the truck, the tires, how to take it apart, how to put it back together, proper care for after you drive it in the rain, for example, to make sure that this car will last you and you don't have to worry about any maintenance problems or anything coming up. So look for that in the future and subscribe for more of the great videos and reviews, and thank you for watching.